We cannot live in an ocean that can't provide food for us because the fish and the birds are thinking they're eating plastic as food. I mean, it's atrocious what's going on in the world from an environmental standpoint. Everywhere in the world this is happening. So I took this one on, straight on, and said this is what we're going to do. We're going to change the way the world looks at trash. We're going to start tracking everyone's trash. And so we created the GreenOps Tracking System to actually start tracking trash, to work with CPG companies so that we know how many bottles they produced, how many bottles we collect in our system. And we just launched it, and I'm proud to tell you that you'll be the first to see the GreenOps Tracking Station actually work. We've got one parked over here behind us. But this is a system that looks and says, if you're a consumer products company and you're using plastic, quit using virgin plastic because we're going to provide you a system to recollect the plastic and reuse it. The GreenOps label is a tracking symbol. So what's happened to plastics is there's so many layers of polymers that no one knows what to do with them, so they just burn them, basically. They don't reprocess them. So our system is intended to clean up that. So we have 45,000 different codes. We know exactly what that Coke bottle was made of or what the water bottle was made of, and we know how to put the plastic back in it. We're working as fast as we can. When I started this, there was no technology. There was no US or FDA approved RPET in this country 1 year ago. Can you believe that? How many of you thought your water bottles had recycled content in them? None of them do. It is outrageous that we live in $100 oil now, $75 oil, sometimes $150 oil, and no one's asking the question, why are we using 100% virgin material for all this 50 billion pounds a year in the US of HDPE and PET? Man, that is an atrocious thing. We got to do something about that. And GreenOps is all about calling attention to it, making people understand. And I will tell you, we have one little success story. On Earth Day at Whole Foods, we launched the first brand of water with 25% RPET, which will have 100% RPET, which is called Resource. And our goal is to have everything from shampoo bottles to Tide bottles in this system so that we're reusing these materials and not throwing them in our environment, not throwing them in the ocean. And it's a long battle, but I think we can get there. And I think with your guys' support, we will. And all we have to do is start asking the question, hey, you know, Mr. P&G, you know, what are you doing to recollect the plastic? And I think it's going to be a consumer-led revolution. The consumers are going to do it. And I think different than the organic industry, this resonates with a broader group of people. And it's not something that takes away, because it actually, long-term, lowers the cost.